Hey, just curious, how's my mom doing? Is she still alive or has she finally kicked the bucket?
Sorry, what? What is that even supposed to mean?
Well, I heard that she has called for an ambulance to go to her house recently. I figured that must have meant that her disease finally worsened and that she finally bit the dust, maybe.
So you heard about the ambulance, but you're not even going to check on how your mom is doing.
I would, but I'm still just so busy with work and I really don't have the time. But you can go and check on her for me. Or have you already done so? Do you know how she is? Is she still breathing?
Ted, what is the matter with you? Why are you talking about your mom's health like that? Are you really not concerned with her health at all?
What's that supposed to mean? Of course I'm worried. Why would I even bother messaging you if I wasn't? I know that she's just your mother-in-law, but she's still my mom, you know. Which just makes me wonder. Just why are you pretending to be so concerned about her health, huh?
Pretending? I'm not pretending anything. I'm just as worried about your mom's health as I would be my own health. How could you even say something like that to me, Ted? That really hurts my feelings.
Oh, right, I forgot how emotional you get over this kind of thing. Ugh.
Emotional? You seriously did not just say that, right?
Come on, don't go getting even more upset now. It's not my fault that I know you so well. You just always wear your heart on your sleeve.
Why are we even talking about this when we should be focusing on your mother's health? And if you were really worried, then I think that you would want to go and visit her in the hospital where she is now.
I already told you that I have a lot on my plate with work and I can't. I would go tonight, but I have a lot of stuff that I gotta work on and have ready really soon. And besides, just who do you think you are anyway, telling me what to do? You're just a housewife who doesn't even work, so don't go telling me how to live my life.
I don't see how one thing has anything to do with the other.
Oh, just give it a rest already, would ya? The fact that you're trying to change the subject tells me all I need to know. Anyways, can you just tell me if you think my mom is gonna be around much longer?
I seriously just have nothing to say to you at this point, Ted.
Oh, come on! What am I even doing now? I'm asking because I'm worried, isn't that what you want? Oh, well, I guess whatever happens is gonna happen. Just keep an eye on her for me, okay? I got work and all that. Hey, Sarah, really sorry to bother you, but how's Bridget doing? I'm in a taxi on my way to the hospital to see her right now.
Hi, Harry. I can't really say for sure. I'm not a doctor or anything like that after all. But from what I've been able to glean, it doesn't sound like she has much longer.
Oh, well then I'll be sure to be there so I can at least see her this once before... Anyways, I really want to do this because Bridget has always been there for me. When I was a little kid, and I feel like I owe her so much.
I knew that you two had known each other for a while. But what exactly is the connection between you two again?
Well, I think you know that growing up, I didn't have the best household to be in as a kid. My dad was always drunk, so after school I would go to Ted's house to play. I'm sure I was a handful to deal with at times, but Bridget was always so welcoming.
I see. She really has always been such a kind person, hasn't she?
They don't make them like her anymore, that's for sure. Also, any news from Ted? Is he there with you?
Oh no, Ted isn't going to be coming to see Bridget.
Wait, really? I just called his work and I was told that he already asked to go home early for the day. I just assumed that he left to go and see his mom.
He got off work early? But Ted was telling me that he had to stay at work late tonight to work on some important projects.
Well, I guess I don't actually have any idea what's going on. Maybe I just misheard what his office was telling me.
Actually, I don't really think that Ted cares at all what happens to her.
What? No, that can't be right. This is his mom we're talking about. I'm sure he's so scared for her.
No, I really don't think that he is all that invested at all in whether or not his mom lives or dies. I think that the only thing on his mind in the moment is how much he'll make from his inheritance once she's gone. This is the second time that Bridget has had to be rushed to the hospital, and he didn't even visit her the first time either.
Wow, I had no idea that was true.
Even when she wasn't at the hospital, Ted still never really ever made an effort to visit his mom at home. Even when he did come over, he would just go up to his old room and only ever came out when it was time to eat. I just don't get what his deal is.
Yeah, that's just so surprising. I mean, who would treat their own mother like that? But then again...
What is it? Then again what?
Oh, nothing. I thought I had thought of something, but I really don't think it's worth mentioning. Anyways, what matters right now is Bridget, and that's who we should be focusing on. Thank you so much for being there for her now, Sarah.
You're right. We can talk about Ted another time. But please get here quickly. I can't promise that she'll be around much longer.
I'll tell the driver to step on it. Hey, I want you out of the house by the end of the day, got it? And make sure you take those divorce papers and drop them off at the courthouse after you leave.
Is that what the envelope you tossed at me while you walked out the door was?
You mean you haven't even opened it to look? Well, yes, they're divorce papers. I can't stand living with you any longer. I don't even see the point. I've been patient enough to stay with you up until now, but no more. We're through, you got it?
You knew this was always who you really were deep down. You're pathetic, you know that? I mean, don't you even have any sense of shame?
Oh please, you want to talk to me about shame while you were more than glad to leech off me all these years? I knew that I was always worth much more than you. The only reason I kept you around was to look after my mom, and that's all.
And just where were you on the day that your mom died, huh?
We've been over this already. I told you I was too busy with work to go and see her. Are you seriously still hung up on the fact that I didn't go to the hospital to watch an old woman die? My work wasn't gonna do itself, you know?
And that's what you expect me to believe? That you were really busy with work?
Are you calling me a liar? I don't even know why I'm bothering to talk to you about this. This is pointless. Just get out of the house already, okay? I never want to see you again.
I don't know what I ever saw in you, Ted.
Well, I know that I found a sucker when I married you. You took care of my mom for 8 years, and now I can pay you back with this divorce. Thanks a lot, loser.
Oh, trust me. The pleasure in getting out of this dumpster fire of a marriage is all mine.
Oh, please, I know you're really devastated over this. You probably thought that you could have gotten away with a share of my inheritance after all the work you put in, huh? That's why you were always pretending to care so much about my poor, sick mom. I could see right through you from the very start.
I never once thought about you receiving anything from your mom. But I'm just glad that this whole thing is going to be behind me soon.
You know that you're not happy about this. You don't gotta pretend anymore. You're crushed that you'll have to find your way through the real world with no one to pay for you. I mean, what could an idiot like you possibly do now that you're gonna be single? Who's gonna buy your food or pay for the house, huh?
Well, it certainly isn't going to be you. Anyways, I have packing to do.
That's right. Just get out of here, you washed-up old cow. Hey, Sarah, just what the heck is going on here, huh? How did you end up getting all my inheritance?
How did I do it? I didn't do anything. It was all distributed according to what your mom put in her will. If you're only going to be asking me stupid questions like that, I would prefer that you not contact me at all.
Wait, no, hold on. That doesn't make any sense. I mean, I'm her only son. I should have gotten everything she had. Why did she give it all to you? I don't get it. You must have done something or threatened her. This isn't right.
Do you really actually think that I threatened your mom? If you want to know about the will, then go talk to your mom's estate lawyer. She was there when your mom wrote it out and made sure it was all above board. I don't know why you're coming to me about this when it's the lawyer whose job it is to deal with all this.
But, I mean, I still don't understand. Why would my own mother do this to me?
You mean you really have no idea why you didn't end up with anything from your mom?
It just doesn't add up. I'm her son. I should have gotten everything. It's as simple as that. Not only that, but I'm her only living family. Dad died and I don't have any siblings. Doesn't she realize that means everything should go to me? I still don't get how this happened. You stole everything from me. You had to have done something to her.
Do you really think you deserve anything from your mom after the way that you've treated her for the past 8 years? This all makes perfect sense to me, really. You have barely said a word to her over that entire time. You would visit her house just to eat her food and hide in your home like some moody teenager. And on top of that, you never visited her either time that she was put in the hospital. How can you go on about being her only child when that's how you've been treating her?
But that isn't fair. I really was busy. I had work to do. How am I supposed to live if I don't work?
That has got to be a joke, right? You do know that we've already been living off of your mom for a few years now, right? You never learned how to save money, and we were always having to borrow from her.
But that doesn't mean that I wasn't earning anything. You owe me so much money for all that I've done for us.
This really is just sad. I can't believe that this is how you're choosing to behave over this.
No, you think that you're smart just because you robbed me of my inheritance? I won't let you get away with this. I'll sue you.
Really? You'll sue me? Well, you are more than welcome to try, I suppose.
That's right, I'm her son. And the only reason it seemed like I was mean to my mom was because I was too busy from work and always tired. I know that once the judge hears that, he'll order you to pay me everything my mom gave you right away.
Are you still going on about your job? Well, okay then. What exactly were you working on the night that your mom died?
What? You think that I remember what I was doing back then? Probably just work stuff, right?
And you were in the office while you were doing all of this work stuff?
Well, duh, where else do people do work? I go to the office to do my work. That's just how work works, you piece of work. I know that you've never had a job before, but I didn't think that I would have to explain that to you.
That just strikes me as interesting, because I have it on good authority that you asked to be let out early that night. You weren't in the office the night that your mom went to the hospital for the last time, and you could have gone to visit her.
Wait, no, I mean I was going to the hospital, but then I didn't make it in time.
Really? Because when I called you and asked you to come see her, you said that you were still at work. So were you on your way to see her, or were you still at work?
I was on my way to see her, and I only said that I was at work because I wanted to surprise you both and cheer my mom up.
You mean you wanted to try and give your mom a shock while she was in such a fragile state?
No, of course not. I just wanted to try and liven up the mood. I'm sure that everyone was really grim that night, right? I just thought that maybe a surprise visit from her son was just what she would need to turn her health around.
And if you were to sue me, that's really what you would tell the court?
Yes?
Well, let me just go ahead and tell you that you're just going to embarrass yourself if you do that. Just be real with me. What were you doing that took you out of the office but kept you from visiting your mom?
Okay, it's true that I wasn't in the office that night, but I really was doing stuff for work. I just had an important meeting with a client that I couldn't miss under any circumstance. But I really was going to try and make it to the hospital the moment that the interview was over.
I see. And who is this person that you were meeting with? Do you have any proof that this actually happened?
I would tell you, but it was part of a top-secret work project that I'm not allowed to tell people who aren't involved.
Okay then. Can you at least tell me where you met this person?
Well, it was at a restaurant near my office.
A restaurant. Open that late. It sounds to me like you went to a bar. And if it was near your office, it's probably that bar with all the young hostesses, isn't it? Don't answer that, by the way. I've already called them to confirm.
Did you really do all this digging into me?
I didn't do much, actually. But Harry was the one who found out that you had left work earlier than you had told me. Later that night, he called the bar and asked if you had stopped by, and they said that you had.
So this is all Harry's fault. That little rat. I thought that him and I used to be friends. How could he do this to me?
Harry also told me that you had taken him to this bar before and were obsessed with a waitress named Mary. He told me that when he called the bar, he was told that it was Mary's birthday that night. I don't believe you, Ted. You really put this waitress's birthday before visiting your own dying mother in the hospital.
No, wait, you don't understand, okay? I already promised her that I would be there for her birthday. Of course I would have gone to the hospital otherwise.
Yeah, I'm sure that you would have. By the way, did you really spend $20,000 at the bar that night?
Was it really that much?
You probably thought that you were going to be getting money from your mom and were just buying everyone drinks, weren't you? Harry was told about how you were bragging about being on the verge of coming into some serious money and kept buying rounds for everyone.
Okay, I'll tell you the whole truth this time. It's true that I really was looking forward to getting the inheritance from my mom. I realized that I shouldn't have done that though, and it was wrong of me.
Okay, and?
Yeah, and so maybe you could, give me some of the money that you left to you? Yeah, I mean, you know how much I spent at that bar. I'm flat broke right now. I need that cash.
You spent money that you didn't have and that's my fault? Besides, we're divorced, remember? Why should I have to give you anything?
No, please, I really am sorry for everything. I was wrong, and I see that now.
You've had 8 years to see that now. And you're only seeing it now that you're facing the consequences of your actions. Besides, I'm not the one that you should be apologizing to. Your mom died without ever hearing the words, "I'm sorry," leave your mouth. I gave you so many chances to get closer to your mom and be there for her like I was, but you never did. If you want someone to blame, go look in a mirror. After that, Ted realized that he was going to be swimming in debt and fled town. I heard that as he was leaving, he called his girlfriend from the bar, Mary, and invited her to run away with him. He explained all that had happened, but once Mary realized it meant Ted didn't have any money, she blocked his number. Apparently, Ted came back to town to try and talk to Mary face to face, but when he got there, the police were waiting to arrest him for fleeing his debts and they took him away. I'm sure that Ted really regrets his actions now, but it's more than too late for any of that. As for me, I'm trying to rebuild my life and enter the workforce. Thankfully, Harry knew some people who were hiring for a nursing service and told them I had years of experience. To me, nursing is about giving back to the people that helped build the world that we live in today. It may not be perfect, but it still feels good to give back.
Hey, Shirley! Wanna grab some food with me today, too?
Hey! Good afternoon! Thanks for the invitation, but I'm going to hold off for today. Let's go again later.
What? Why not? I wanted to go to the new boba tea place in the mall. Oh, why won't you come with me?
I really have a lot to do today, so I can't go with you, but do you have money, though?
What do you mean?
Well, you always seem to forget your wallet at home or something.
Yeah, I know. I always think that I need to remember to bring it, but I always forget it somehow. I'm such a clumsy girl. Can't be helped, I guess.
Even if it can't be helped when you forget your wallet, every time you borrow your money when you don't have your wallet with you, I don't think you've ever returned the money. Like, ever.
Really? I don't know. I forget about it. I always thought I've paid you back. Sorry about that. I'll be sure to pay for all of it later.
When is later? Literally, when are you going to pay? It's not just me either. You've been borrowing from a lot of people, doing the exact same thing you said to me. If you don't have any money, you really shouldn't be inviting people out to go any places to eat or drink, right?
Why would you say such a thing? That's so mean, trying to leave me out. I don't want to be left out when everyone else is going out.
It's not that we're trying to leave you out. Even if you can pay, we're more than happy to go out with you. But you clearly don't have any intention of paying. And you keep saying you forgot your wallet. We don't want to take you out either. Altogether, I think you owe me like $300.
That much? No way! You're being way too dramatic. Complete exaggeration.
I have all the receipts from when you borrowed money from me. I checked yesterday to tally it all up, and that's how much it was. Until you're able to pay me back, I'm not going to go anywhere with you.
I can't get in touch with any of the other moms either. They're all avoiding me. Do you know where they are?
Stacy, are you listening to me?
I'm listening. I'll pay you back when I can pay you back.
That's not the point of this.
So, what about the others? Are you with Kim too?
Yeah, she's here. We're all on vacation with the people that get along well.
Hang on. What do you mean, get along well? What about me?
I thought that you didn't have money, so I didn't invite you.
That's so mean. You left me out? I thought I was part of the group, though.
I mean, usually you're a part of it, yeah, but you never pay. Even when we go out to eat together, just like you deserve to be paid for.
That's just because I'm always unlucky. How could you just leave me out like that? That's so mean. I thought we were friends and we got along. Where are all of you guys going?
We're all going out to one of our weekend getaway resorts.
Weekend getaway resort? That's not fair. Where are you now?
We're all about to get on the shuttle now.
What? Which getaway?
The one we always go to. Why?
I'm gonna head over now.
Huh? What do you mean?
If I hurry up and drive over, I should be able to catch up to you guys, right? I'll go find the sitters right away. I'm sure I'll beat the shuttle anyway.
But we've only reserved for us at the getaway.
Oh, I'm sure it'll work itself out. I want to go with you guys for sure. I don't want to be left out all alone.
But we literally haven't reserved for you. What are you going to do when you show up? What about gas money?
Stop pretending like I'm someone who has no money. I'm totally fine. Alright, I'm heading over now.
We're just gonna go to the resort with just ourselves. We can't just keep waiting for you.
Oh, come on. You guys can wait up a little bit.
We already have everything planned out. We aren't moving with you as the main person in this event. We can't do that. Sorry to break it to you.
Just keep that negativity to yourself. Just hang out and wait for me. I'll be there in like 2 hours. Alrighty, see you then. I'll message you when I get there. I'm here! Where are you guys? Hello? Where are you guys staying? Miss Shirley, I've made it here.
I see. We're already at our hotel. We're gonna go head out and sightsee, so... Bye-bye!
Wait, hang on. Where are you guys? I didn't hear what hotel you guys are staying at. I can't just go there on my own. Can you guys come get me?
Did you bring your wallet?
Huh? Why?
If you drove here, you definitely brought your wallet and some money, right? First, you need to pay me my $300. Then you can also pay back the rest to everyone else, okay?
No, I can't do that. Just tell me where to go. I forgot my wallet, but someone will spot me, right?
No one is going to spot you. Also, just like I said before, we haven't saved you a spot. You literally won't be able to stay with us.
What? I'm sure I can stay. There's gotta be at least one empty room, right? Couldn't you have asked when you checked into the hotel? Why didn't you?
Oh my god, why do I have to do all of that for you?
Because we're friends, of course. You can at least do that for me. I still can't even believe that you left me and only me out anyway.
You're just being annoying now. Let me just make it clear. I'm not going to tell you where we're staying. If you're dead set on coming with us, you have to pay us back for what you owe us.
Oh, but I came all the way out here. I literally can't believe I can't stay with you. And you won't even spot me? That's so mean. Honestly, I thought we were all gonna just go home together anyway. So I actually only rented a car to drive here.
How could you count on other people that much? I don't understand at all.
If you're not gonna spot me, someone else can. I'm not picky about where the money comes from. I'm sure someone else will pay for me, right? Can you ask them for me? No one is replying to any of my texts or calls.
Of course they're not replying. Right now, we're all reading your text messages together.
What? You're the worst! How could you make me look so bad in front of everyone?
You're seriously starting to cause us a headache. Can you start catching on already? You need to pay us all back for the exact amount that you owe us. Every single penny that you owe.
Do I really owe you all that much? I'm sorry, I didn't know. Seriously, sorry. After this whole vacation, I'll be sure to pay you back. I just want to have fun with everyone is all.
Seriously, you're just like a broken record. I'm getting tired of this conversation. So, I'm gonna have Noreen contact your husband.
What? Noreen is there too?
Yeah, she is. Noreen's husband is a coworker of your husband, and also friends too, right?
I didn't realize that Noreen was with all of you too.
Yeah, I know. Because you always told her to stay quiet, since you didn't want your husband to know. You were always afraid of your husband finding out.
My husband and her husband are together today too. Who would have thunk?
Really? Perfect. I'll have them talk right away.
Please, no, I'll pay you all back. I didn't have enough money for when my husband gave me my allowance each month.
Huh? Really? But all your wallets and bags are all brand name. The LV wallet that you always keep in your Chanel bag, and yet you somehow forgot it every time. Were you really trying to save money? Or were you just spending it all on random things?
Okay. Next month, I swear. I'll pay all of you back, I promise. That's enough, right? Please tell Noreen not to tell. I'm begging you right now.
I think she already told him.
What? Hang on a sec. Where are you right now? Let me explain everything.
I think it's only a matter of time before your husband finds out about you too. Does that mean your husband didn't know you were out here?
He doesn't know anything. I'm the one that manages all of his income. So he doesn't know how much I take out.
Ah, so he didn't know that you would always lie about forgetting your wallet and annoying people?
Yes, exactly. That's why I don't want you to tell him. What am I supposed to do? Can you tell him it's all a misunderstanding? If you just find a way home for me, I'll leave you all alone this time.
Of course I'm not going to lend you anything. You say this time, but we're not going to do anything with you. Not until you pay us back in full.
What? My kids too? You should feel bad for the kids. That's so mean.
The kids are kids, so... I wouldn't do such a thing. That would actually be mean. I don't mind if our kids play together as much as they want. But we're not going out for lunch or tea. In fact, we're not going to go anywhere with you. Never. Until you pay us all back.
Oh, my husband is calling me right now. What do you think I should do? I have to go home in a hurry. Can you just spot me a little bit for the bus then?
Where's the LV wallet you always carry?
I really only had enough for the one-way here. What should I do?
It has nothing to do with us anymore. We didn't even invite you anyway. You're the weird one here. Expecting to have people paying for you when you came out here. You should probably contact your husband and tell him everything that happened. Maybe you should start by apologizing to him? Alright, we're going to go have fun at the Gateway now. Hope you can find your way home. Stacy ended up answering the phone and confessing everything to her husband. Her husband was confused, but came to pick her up anyway. This whole debacle caused her husband to catch on. He found out about her lavish spending on all her belongings, and he was furious. All of the brand name things were sold, and the husband decided he would be the one managing the money now. She was forced to pay everyone back using the money from selling the brand name goods. Although she paid everyone back, she decided to start working a part-time job. She apparently stopped getting invited to lunch by all her friends.